Say the first thing that pops into your head when I say school.
Sure.
Wills.
Obedience.
Uniform.
Homework.
Tests.
Worrying.
Mr. McDonald.
Hate.
Boredom.
Boredom.
You just stole my answer!
Did any of those answers mimic yours? Perhaps you had some of the same answers. Answers given by current school students aged between 10 and 16. Despite them all being individuals with different likes and dislikes, different dreams and ambitions, the majority of their answers reflected the same things or gave similar connotations. Stress, anxiety, standardisation, compliance. This is sad because these are supposed to be the best years of your life. Yet they are tarred by conformity. Conformity can be defined by behaviour that follows the usual standards that are expected by a group or society. The online Cambridge Dictionary gives an example. It's depressing how much conformity there is in such young children. What if I asked you, what would you say? How did you find school? Me? I dreaded school. It was a convoluted mix of bullying, examinations, worry, doubt, and not to forget trying to fit in, which is especially hard when you're an awkward teenage girl. So, I'd probably say failure. Yeah, failure is the thing that springs to mind. And I'm not the only one, to quote John Lennon. Probably the only time I ever be able to compare myself to Albert Einstein, so pay attention. Einstein was quoted saying, "School failed me, and I failed school. I wanted to learn what I wanted to know, but they wanted me to learn for the exam." I feel the same way. I never felt my strengths were acclaimed, unless it was for school press, of course. I never felt I was learning for any other purpose than to pass an exam. I felt lost, always, isolated and alone. I left school not really knowing what I wanted to do, not having genuine life skills or the confidence to pursue my dreams. Sir Ken Robinson said, "Education does not need to be reformed, it needs to be transformed." This conformity in our education system is detrimental for some children's ability to reach their full potential. This idea of conformity within an education system can be underlined by one of the world's great thinkers, Ivan Illich. Illich believes schools are improperly consecrated by governing bodies and in turn, society too. He believed that schools are mechanisms for social engineering. We need certain attributes in people to continue the current model of society. Therefore, we train children to fit a certain mould. The mould, you ask? Well, a generic curriculum, a subconsciously wired belief that learning is confined to a classroom, a conviction that self-worth is defined by your latest test score. So, are we really preparing children for the big bad world? "Every student can learn, just not on the same day or in the same way," said George Evans. So, why are we teaching them in such a manner? I think that these notions that learning is static to the classroom, that every individual has to conform to the imposed boundaries, are diminishing the chances of new horizons, new heights. Childhood, any stage in life in fact, is not a race to see how quickly we can learn or accumulate knowledge. For learning is limitless. Childhood life is a marathon, not a sprint. Childhood is a small part of the track to learn and develop at a pace that suits the individual. Yet, we are instilling to children, students, that the mere point of education is to succeed another. Yet surely education should be about self-betterment. After all, we're all racing on different tracks, with different goals.
Created using Powtoon.